I think it's great fun.
An Artrain USA visit is truly a special event.
It acts as a catalyst in the towns that we visit.
Because of the combination of the train and the art.
It will take the visitor on an artistic and educational journey.
Traveling to communities across the United States, Artrain USA is America's hometown art museum. A not-for-profit organization, Artrain USA's mission is to enrich lives and build communities through the arts. An art museum housed in vintage rail cars that travels via the nation's railroads, Artrain USA brings world-class art exhibitions and art education programs to communities throughout the nation.
Waterford Township was primarily a blue-collar area. We didn't have a downtown area, and we didn't have a lot of involvement in arts or cultural events. And someone came up with the idea of bringing the art train into Waterford Township.
When our train goes into a town, we don't just show up and open our doors and sell tickets or invite people in. We actually work with people months in advance, sometimes as much as 18 months or 2 years.
Waterford has been very lucky to have the art train come to this community. It provided a focus for the business and for government and for the school district to work together for the enrichment of our community. It's galvanized Waterford in ways that probably nothing has up to this point in time.
The art train visit proved to our township that there is a definite need and an interest in cultural events, and that was the beginning of the Waterford Cultural Council. Waterford had never done anything of this magnitude before. We'd had some small events and things that had happened once in a while, but nothing really that brought together so many diverse elements of the community to produce one huge thing.
It's really intense. I mean, about 200 people become involved in this community project, and relationships are formed. And what often happens is that things that the town had thought of before that have never come to be become possible.
Why I support Artrain is because of the impact that we have on many different levels, both at the community level and at the individual level. The ability to work with a community for close to a year ahead of time before we arrive is a great opportunity to help them develop the capability of bringing arts to their community and to build an art presence in their community. We also have an impact at the individual level. To witness both adults and children coming through our exhibits, interacting with the art, and communicating with the artists through the power of art is a really satisfying experience for me personally.
It's really an eye-opening experience to realize that so many people across the United States did not have access to art.
Thank you for stopping in Ozark to show your paintings. I love them all. I didn't know there was so much art and so many kids. I'm thinking about being a volunteer for the art train. Levi, 6th grade, Ozark, Arkansas.
Thank you for coming to Ozark. I came on Friday and Saturday because I wanted to show my mom my favorite sculpture. My favorite sculpture was the orange one with the purple and green lines. Elizabeth, 6th grade, Ozark, Arkansas.
There's nothing like the moment when you see a child's eyes light up when they understand a concept about an artwork. And then there's a deep sense of satisfaction when those same children come back on the weekend and bring their parents and give them the same tour that they had during the week.
Enriching lives, that's the part of our transmission that most people get right away. They understand that we take the train to communities that don't usually have their own art museums or art education programs. And so they understand that art train's often the first exposure that people have to the arts. Through that experience, through the art education programs that we provide, the opportunity to see artists working on site, and then the exhibitions that we have and the docents that take the kids through the train, or even the adults, it can often be life-changing.
A number of former students of mine have worked on the art train over the years. Some have actually used it as sort of a post-graduate experience. But it's also been a place where I've really learned as well. I exhibited on the train. I was able to demonstrate my craft for people as the train came through my community. I've been involved now in a different way in helping with the ALICE fellowships. And all that has really helped me grow as an artist and as a person committed to my community and committed to art, and having art become something that's important in people's lives.
For many years now, we have been asked to go to a lot of communities that we can't get to for two reasons. One, that rail doesn't get to every place in the country, and then secondly, changes in the rail industry have eliminated various areas that we used to be able to get into. So because so many people want us to come to their towns, we spent a fair amount of time doing some research, and technology has now made it possible for us to recreate the environment that we had created in the train cars in tractor trailers. And these are not your typical tractor trailers. These are very, very cool. When they're on location, they open up so that you have about 1,000 square feet in each one of them. So this is going to allow Artrain USA to get to any place in the country on our own schedule and be able to serve so many more communities. So we're very, very excited about this new project.
I'm really excited about the future of Artrain because using the new technology of semi-trailers, we can bring our ability to develop communities through the arts to every single community in the United States. And at the same time, we'll have the flexibility to host different exhibits that can crisscross the United States. So whatever impact that we've had to date will be multiplied given our transition from the rails to the road.
I love that aspect, that community aspect of art of and for the people.